Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices and looking at the S&P 500 on the monthly chart here. We're looking at, say, from the tech boom days here in 2000 here. This is cycle degree here, and then primary degree A, B, and C here for cycle degree of structure of wave 4 here, and then looking up for cycle degree 5 here of super cycle 5 here. So we're in primary 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then going into 5 here, and we're looking for 5 waves in this particular structure here, and they will be intermediate degree, and we're looking for the top of the third wave at the moment, which is intermediate degree here. If we look on the weekly chart here, we're looking from primary wave 4 here in the 2016 lows here. We're looking for 1 of intermediate degree, 2 of intermediate degree, and then looking for the top of intermediate degree wave 3. Then we'll look at wave 4 and then wave 5 of intermediate degree, of primary degree, of cycle degree 5, and super cycle degree 5 as well. So a very serious top occurring perhaps next year, depending on how long it's going to take for this particular wave 4 to unfold here. So in intermediate wave 3 here, we're looking for 5 waves of the next degree smaller, which is minor degree. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and looking up for wave 5 here. So on the daily chart here, we're looking, bringing it back into wave 4 of minor degree here. We're looking at minute degree structure next. So from minor degree 4 to 5 here, we're looking at minute degree of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and then moving up into wave 5 here. So between wave 4 and wave 5, we're also looking for 5 waves of the next smaller degree as well. So let's just move into, I think we move into, we're going to have a look at the 4-hour chart. So from the 4-hour chart here, we're looking from this wave 4 here, we're looking for 5 waves up, and we've got wave 1 and 2, and we're looking at all of this being wave 3 here, and then an A and a B and a C here, nearly as an expanded flat correction as wave 4. And from wave 4 here, now we're looking for the last 5 wave structure to the upside here. So it could be possible that we have a top in here already, but I think that there is one more wave to go into here. How far that will go, all it needs to do is take out this high here, but it may stretch up here further as well. Let's move into the hourly chart and just start to streamline that a little bit. So from this wave 4 low here, we're looking at wave 1 and 2 here, and then all of this is wave 3 here, then wave 4 here, and then looking for wave 5 to the upside here in this case. So, and on the next degree, then why I'm here actually is that I've counted through this on the cash market. I feel that I've got this right as wave 4 here, but the thing is that we need to know where we're going to be, what point we're going to be wrong at. So from wave 2 here to the top of wave 3 here, the 38.2% retracement is basically where the current price is vibrating now. It spiked a bit lower than that, but this number here, the 2650 here, is extremely important number here. I consider it more important than the 600 and the 700 here. So as I've mentioned before, coming up into this number here, the 2650, is that we would see this number play a strong role not only in this space here, but also on the way down as well. But what it's really doing at the moment, when you think about it, it's moved up to here and found it as resistance here, got sold off, moved up through it and coming back and checking at it now for support. So in one way or another, it's basically has migrated from being the resistance here to now checking and retesting it as support here. And if that's the case, then we can look to be going up to the 2700 area through here. Now, that said here, if the 2650 here becomes the retested resistance here, if I can just draw a picture over here, we'd normally see it move down and bounce off here. If it came through here, I always allow one spike, right? But that spike that moves up, that now becomes the reference point. If that's breached here, then we need to be on the short side. If that low is breached, then we need to be on the short side. That means that we will be on the right side at the right time, and that always means to me being on the right side at the right time is looking for the closest, largest, important number, and being on the right side of that if it's been tested and you know, secured and, you know, currently moving in its trend. So that would be the point there. But otherwise, we'd expect Friday and Monday to be bullish. So if you see that, then go with that. If not, if this occurs, then we need to be on the bearish side, and then we need to bring these tops into play over here, and it would mean that I've made a mistake in this wave structure coming up to the upside here. On the tick chart here, I see it like this with wave 4 here, and wave 1 and 2, and all of this is wave 3 here, and A and a B and a C for wave 4 here. And then moving up from there. You know, if I look at some of the banks, let me just find a bit. We looked at Goldman Sachs last time, so in a bit of a nutshell, from this minor wave 4 here, we're looking for 5 waves up as wave 1 and 2 here, and then up for 3 and back for 4. And then we're looking, this is a 4-hour chart, and then we're looking from wave 4 to wave 5 here in blue, the minute degree. So we're looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we're looking up for wave 5 here. So in this wave 5 here, we're also looking for 5 waves as well here. So I think it's the same as the S&P here, that we're in wave 4 here at the moment. So if I could just cut through to the 4-hour chart here, that was the daily chart, I beg your pardon. So the 4-hour chart here is, whoops-a-daisy, that one over to here. So wave 1 and 2 and 3 here and 4 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and looking up for wave 5 here. So another move in this market to the upside here to finish this sequence off from wave 4 here to wave 5 here. So another move in here, so that should take us higher into the 265 area here. And the Nasdaq as well is always important, of course. So that's the wrong chart. The Nasdaq here on the 4-hour chart, we were looking also at this wave 3 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 4 here. And we're looking for a move up into the 6,500 here, which is a medium level in regards to the trading levels. And in this case here, we'd obviously pointed out previously that, and you know, I mean, it's just common sense that there's going to be profit taking at old highs here, and that's what's going on at the moment here. But I still expect this to move higher and take out this high here as well for the Nasdaq. So yeah, look, we'll just leave it very simple today, and coming back to the S&P 500 here. So you know that obviously that the 2650 here is part of the trading levels setup here, so structure. So if that becomes a retested resistance here, the 2650, then you know that you need to look on the bearish side here. If this moves up from here, let's just say the closest largest number in this case will be the 2660 here, the next number up here. If that becomes a nice support here, then you can trade long from that point and then move up into this new highs here. Okay, so just give the opening a chance to play out and show a little bit of strength or not. All right, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.